dia, tudo bem? Well, just quarta-feira, and it's just hard for me to believe that it's barely 5 o'clock and it's this light already. It'd be even lighter if this bank of dark clouds weren't here. I'm a morning person, and I like the early mornings, but even for me, the sun, it being light like at like 4:45 that's even pushing it for me. But hey, I'd take that over, back in the States though, for sure. And even, when it gets dark at like 5, the sunset's like 5:20 or whatever too. It's okay. I could deal with that. I could deal with it, pretty much being dark at 6. I'm fine, because I'm going to bed kind of early-ish. But yeah, this is like 5. Like, check my watch. I'm like, okay, it's probably 6. No, it's 5 in the morning. These Go people down here, I remember them from last year. Some kind of, I don't know, maybe a gym club membership thing. I'm not sure. But closing off this square here, making it available to the public and not traffic, was the best thing that they've done in a while. And then redoing their branding was really a great idea. Really an excellent idea. All right, we'll check back when there's something relevant, fun, and or interesting to comment on. All right, that's it. I think my rolling itinerary this morning will be to check the operating hours for the lavanderia, get some laundry done, grab a haircut while I'm here too, just because they do a great job and it's super cheap. So after those odds and ends are out of the way, when in Rome, I'll just go for a walk, especially under this cloud cover. I'm going to take advantage of the cloud cover while it's happening. But anyway, that's my morning itinerary, and we'll kind of roll from there. All right, that's it. My friend at the porter at Pessoal said, asked him, is it going to rain? He's like, probably not. I'm like, are you sure? He's like, well, it could rain a little bit, but not that much. Like, okay, that's a fair answer. All right, I'm going to see the hours of operation for the lavanderia, then also the barberia also. To go up 2 blocks and then make a right, I think. We'll get there. So I don't see a street name necessarily, but yeah, it's right here, Lavanderia de Tambaú. I think maybe I came here a few years ago first. This is a one-way street and only 2 lanes. We're just 2 blocks from the beach. Another example of another new high-rise construction going on. This one called Atlantis Live. Looks like rooftop pool, 1 or 2 bedrooms. Big recreation type areas and things. Those are pretty premium. I can only imagine prices for these things in the next few years are just going to continually increase as people find out that there's a really high quality of life here for a number of reasons. All right, we got to make the next right will be the Barbiera, and we'll see if they have any hours posted for operation. Otherwise, I'll swing by again after the walk and check it out. This is where I had dinner last night. Great meal again. I had some pieces of chicken, some patatas fritas. I opted not for the macaxeira because I think that's what got me sick a few days ago. So no hours posted on the Barbiera. That's okay. We're going to do a quick walk north. We'll go to Manaíra, I think how it's pronounced, is the next neighborhood north here of Tambaú. After that's Jardim Oceano, and then Bessa. And I'm not going to complain about the cloud cover. I got a bit too much sun yesterday anyway. And on the way back, we'll see if any tour operators are hawking their excursions. I doubt it. It's probably still too early. But we'll see when we get there. They've got traffic closed off. So normally there's one-way traffic going down here at a reasonable rate of speed. Only 2 lanes one way. And they've got that closed off now, which is really nice. And just a normal Thursday. So another cornerstone and really a landmark to meet boat tours. So Bob's was always the landmark to meet boat tours, and that's gone too. Boy, if Bob's in it, that's surprising. This is generally where the tours embark from. They funnel you through this bottleneck where they try and sell you like sunscreen and stuff, and then on to the excursions. So down that way is Mercado Municipal, Mercado Público, where you can buy groceries and, well, more like fresh fruit, produce, things like that. Boy, Sun Salutation Monument can use some work. I'm generally seeing it in poor visibility conditions, but up close, it needs some work. It sure looks like it's raining up there in Cabedelo right now. Fishermen, it smells like fish back there, but I guess it should. It's like complaining about getting gas and it smells like gas, but it does smell like fish back there. Oh, there's Extremo Oriente. That's the boat that I was on last year to Piscinas Naturais, and that was conspicuously absent from last year, or from yesterday when I showed up. That was one of the boats that I was looking for and didn't actually see, but they're a lot further down. Yeah, that looks like it may be some rain this morning. We'll see. But wow, look at the tide washing right up on here, eh? And look at Hotel Tambaú. It is like, it's up to its ankles in seawater right now.
I don't know who thought that was a good idea. Police Militar with an early morning presence. Yeah, you get some really nice skyline views down that way. You know, one thing I guess though, the sun does provide a little more light for these kinds of shots. Cloudy days, it's enough. Certainly wouldn't want to shoot at a higher frame rate. But yeah, I kind of took for granted how well the sun here at 4 degrees south latitude just really lights up my shots. And when it's gone, it's like, wah wah. Just not quite the same. All right, so that spit out there really is kind of the border between Giorgimosciano and then Bessa. There's that second spit, which you really can't see, and that gets into like Capodello and things. It's a little humid. You know, if this breeze weren't here, the humidity would be unbearable. But this little breeze is just enough to cool you down, but not enough to really, hopefully, mess up my audio too much. It's not looking good. Wind's picked up quite a bit. It's gotten even a little bit darker. I'm gonna probably do a UE from here, call an audible, and head back, because I really don't want to get rained on or soaked anyway. All right, that's it. I may make it back. I may not make it back by the skin of my teeth. It's kind of getting a little dampish now. We went from calm to just this. We'll see. No lightning or thunder yet. Fingers crossed. This may be the best it gets for now. I can't really tell if it's better or worse out there. There's some dark clouds lingering this way, but the intensity of the raindrops seems to have subsided, so I'm going to see how much progress I can make. Everything I've got on me can get wet. I just had preferred it not to. All right, that's it. Certainly a little bit better on this end of town than the north end of town. I guess the question is if we get any more, because, you know, this time of year, statistically, volume-wise, shouldn't really get that much rain. But, you know, in terms of frequency, we could get just like lots of little bits or whatever. I'm going to have to stop at this place. It seems to skew pretty heavily towards tapioca, which I'll eat. It's not one of my favorites, but I will eat it. That seems to be the specialties of these little snack places here. Oh, we know who these people are. Picking up. So making all their pit stops. And they could be going anywhere. They could be going south of here, north of here, wherever. But it's about that time. It's Tour 30. I like the selection of the pit stop convenience there. The customer service is terrible. But they've got a good variety. The other issue with that place is that there's always beggars hanging out there all the time. So I tend to kind of skew south, where I tend not to find those types of things. And much better. In fact, the one when I go to, the 24-hour one, like, they give you a little piece of candy when you check out. It's like, oh, that's awesome. Oh, look. It's our friends again. They're always here. They never really leave. I guess if it's the first sun in the Americas, it also could be the first rain in the Americas as well. I guess. Technically, it could. Not as good as an advertising marketing magnet, though, but I guess that's equally true. 2 ice for water? Jesus. What is he using? Is he just refilling the bottles in the ocean? That's cheap. That's cheap. So that's what I said like 5 or 6 years ago. That's really kind of gone downhill. I wasn't real happy with the reception folks. This is a beautiful property next door. I didn't see them listed on Airbnb for this year, but I'm sure that's incoming. Just beautiful. Those plants and just the aesthetics of this place are just beautiful. I don't see technically verandas. I see views, lots of views, but yeah, gorgeous. And I've never seen a tractor here. I'm sure there's pedestrians who won't get out of this guy's way. Wouldn't surprise me. I've got another block to go north of here and then east. This is just one block off of the ocean, but just I guess I'm still not desensitized to just how many high density apartment, condo, high rises there are here. You know, Brazil overall has a higher rate of urbanization than the US does. I think like 5% or so, not a ton. Jampa is like pushing almost 850,000 people, so larger than Detroit in a smaller smaller space, high density. And it just makes me wonder, market-wise, does that help keep price pressure down? Or do they just try and create new experiences with gyms and pools and stuff to keep those prices elevated? I don't know. But you'd think with the saturated market, there'd be lots of opportunity for reasonably priced home. Anyway. All right, we're looking at like 8:30 or so, and this kind of rainy, cloudy weather. It's nice and cool. I get to enjoy a couple more cups of coffee because I don't feel like drinking coffee when it's 85, 100% humidity. All right, so I didn't even realize actually there's a barber shop right here, but it didn't matter because I went to that same place last year and had a great cut. It was 50 reais, which is, you know, $10. Tipping's not necessary, but I did. Super fast, super great, very friendly, super patient. Yeah, when you pay for a customer service experience, it's usually excellent. Yeah, pretty mellow in town. That barber shop is actually just right 2 blocks down north of us. And I don't think I need a ton of restocking to do. I'll check out of this place tomorrow sometime and head up a couple blocks to Laguna Praia. But it turned into a beautiful day. It always does. A little bit of rain in the morning, and the clouds go away. It always does. Solar noon is like actually solar morning here is like 11ish or so. So I've already got the sunscreen slathered on. So technically this is Praia de Tambaú. Cabo Branco. Praia de Cabo Branco is just like maybe 2 blocks south of us. That's what I'll be checking in tomorrow, Laguna Praia Hotel. Folks with the Portugal flag representing, they're fine. They took them a while to get here, but it's good. So they charge 10 reais for Espantillo. The beach kiosk that I just got a menu from, they charge 12 reais. And it's probably about the same. At the end of the day, you probably wind up going with the local beach tour, or the local beach vendor versus the restaurant who's here, you know, all night or whatever. Water clarity check. And I gotta make it back there today. Get some more magnets. Or, you know what? No hippie van. The hippie van must have moved on. Another excellent day at the beach. No complaints at all. This is a promotion. They keep running the promotions on shorts. Come on, I'll be visiting this fine establishment later tonight, actually in probably 3 hours or so. Another most excellent day at the beach. It's an excellent service, excellent vendors. Tried some new things, and you can't beat the price. You know, I would say there's a hint more military presence around here. I don't recall seeing, I mean, obviously the election was pumped up, but I don't know. I think the trajectory of folks visiting Champa is increasing, and so are the unsavory elements. I'll be checking into Laguna Praia. See, no one's using the pool, and there's a good reason. There was always people using the pool in Aracaju because the beach just wasn't all that great. But here, just, yeah, I wouldn't use either. Like, why? Why would you? The beach is amazing here. Nothing particularly special in the center, and technically the easternmost point is like down that way. But, you know, marketing purposes, you got to keep it here. I like the different color lights at night. Kite surfer, I did see my first one of those last year. Not a huge destination for that, but they're around. It'll be a while for this starts to get cranking up. Usually it's around dark. The essential vendors are out. You're just going to see agua de coco, agua mineral, agua con gais. Yeah, so formerly known as Paulista Pizza is now like some rip-off Japanese thing where they kept the same logo, but they just put like some Japanese headband on him, and now it's, what is it, Pastel do Japão. So he's like, I don't know, some kind of, oh no, he moved here. Wow, he downsized, eh? Huh, interesting. I ate some acai here yesterday, which isn't all that great. They got the My Coffee Express, which, you know, for some reason, well, no, it's not open now. It wasn't open in the morning. In fact, it's difficult to find any kind of operating hours posted on buildings. So my time lapse is probably, well, 1, 2, 3 floors up, but the lens flare is going to be pretty nasty on this. I don't know if I'll try it. Hola, boa noite. One item for amusement has been the fact that the Moda Boys hang out down here. There's a restaurant, and so they kind of just hang out. Yeah, they kind of just hang out chit-chatting. And they use enough street language and slang that I'm really not quite sure what they're saying all the time. Wow, that beach vendor had a long day. Hopefully successful. We're nowhere near max. In fact, the place where I go to doesn't even open for, well, it doesn't open until 6, so it's got another 10 minutes or so. It's interesting to see, time-lapse will show this as well, just how much the traffic builds throughout the day. And again, it's just a normal Thursday, nothing crazy. But the plan is to hit some more souvenirs, maybe even finish up my souvenir shopping tonight. Grab some food. I think shrimp is on the menu. We'll see. And then we'll go from there. Otherwise, should be a pretty mellow night. Alright, that's it. I'm gonna stick to the north end of town tonight. Our, whatchamacallit? Our nice karaoke lady is not playing tonight, sadly. Maybe she'll come out for an encore presentation later tonight. We'll see. I think maybe that's the hippie van. I think maybe that's it. He got a new paint job. I was wondering where he went, and I kind of figured, like, why would you leave here? I would question anyone's sanity for leaving here. I think that's maybe him. I'll have to go back and look at some old footage, but I think maybe that's the hippie van with a new paint job. I did see some solar panels on the roof. That should be a giveaway from last time as well. No, you just can't get away from people and their animals. Uh-oh. The blind karaoke lady's got some competition. Maybe that's why she moved. Oh, yeah, he's got a good thing going. That's different. He's going to drown her right out. I don't know what the hell is going on. What is going on here? Oh, Jesus. The gimmicks never stop. I want to see how this drone handles this wind. Oh, so he's charging people to do... It's struggling. It's fighting it. It's struggling. Well, he's going to make his drone payment back, charging people for those things. There's presumably Jupiter again. I don't know. Not sure. Oh, they've got a line going over there. I've got trainers on right now. I'm not going to run out there in my shoes. I guess if I really felt the need, I can go grab my sandals. It's not far away. Yeah, a nice lit, safe beach where you can just chill. Imagine that, right? The clown's new. Now, see, karaoke lady's back to her regular spot now. She moved, but if she's going to compete with that violin guy, yeah, she's earned her stripes, but at least he's got something different. Yeah, the karaoke lady's been doing this for a while. I'll give her that. But I mean, there's just no comparison. That kid was great. I mean, who doesn't want to listen to him playing violin like that? And then you've got that lady who I'm sure her intentions are excellent, but just she's not really increasing the ambiance of the area. He is. He's gonna do really well tonight, and rightfully so. So there's that pub that's across my street. They've got some like DJ scratching records or whatever. Just like, that's a totally incongruent image with some kind of whatever kind of pub you got going on there. It doesn't make me want to go, that's for sure.